All right, welcome to the 2025 League Gold Bracket, MegaSlim versus LittleHerdez. I am Bulkin, and I'm joined by.
I am Danimal for life.
Take a little look at our brackets so far. We've had two races today. The two races: Ninten versus Sun Zero. Ninten taking the win. Walp versus IPA. Walp takes that one. And previously, I believe it was an async double versus D-Stew, and D-Stew got the win on that. All these people that took their losses, they're not out yet though. They still have we have a lower bracket that they can make a little redemption up to and get back into the up to the grand finals possibly. Well, here we are.
All right, and looking at these objectives, pretty early ones, right? You guys, yeah, a lot of these, yeah, a lot of early.
Two datas, Spooky Cave are kind of the latest things. Everything else is kind of just a second visit. Yeah, but yeah, STT, TT1, HB1, LOD1, OC1, 2 and HT1. Yeah, a lot of SP1, a lot of first visit stuff.
Yeah, so if this doesn't turn out to be a lot of chain logic here, we could see a pretty quick seed.
I see.
And that's my commentator's curse.
I see we start with two Disney Castle keys, so that would make this windows are open, scimitar, and then the skill and crossbones don't do anything objective wise. We also have a membership card, so that's going to be Bailey Defense as an objective immediately available.
Yeah. So, and looking at, I mean, these are pretty good for some early checks here too, like good shotguns here.
MegaSlim finds a Way to the Dawn, so now LittleHerdez is available. Probably not something they'll push immediately, but now just a extra thing they can do almost immediately.
Yeah, it looks like they both just opted to go into Disney Castle early here. Alright, so I'm going back in. Let's see if he decides to push the mouse.
Does have Timeless River immediately available. Really not much risk to doing mini escort immediately. Yeah. This isn't a thing you really like think I need tools for this to make this a little faster. If you know the mouse push and you just do the command down the main hall, you're just fine.
I mean, even if you had 4 of all movement, I don't even think it'd be faster at that point.
The only thing I can really think of making any of this faster is maybe you have like a tier 3 magnet for this part that MegaSlim's in, where you just kill things immediately instead of using the RC.
Mm-hmm.
But that's way down the line in a seed. You want to get this out of the way as quickly as possible. When you're starting with this, you know your opponent's probably going to be doing this too, so you don't want them to have an advantage of whatever's in TR.
Yeah, both of them with a relatively clean mouse push. Hers got a little unlucky there at the end. She got blocked by that bolt tower, but yeah, pretty clean on both of them.
But yeah, these are some very nice, comfy opening shotguns. Agaba's a very standard crit starting shotgun. PR is very quick, just 3 checks and you're out.
Yeah, going around, I would think they probably go maybe PR next and then hit up Agrabah. I wonder if any of them will opt to quick run Roxas early since LittleHerdez on the table and they're gonna have to do them anyways.
It's possible. They might hold off on it. But yeah, anticipate maybe just going around the GOA, go to the... Ooh, there's a Battlefields of War that unlocks protecting Meg and fighting OC Pete as an objective, and a magnet too.
Okay.
Early crowd control.
Let's see how he decides to handle Pete here. Okay, standard jump into attacks here. You can do this for a while too, so hopefully I don't think Donald and Goofy will mess anything up. Clean Pete. Or past Pete.
Didn't have any tools to work with, got him done just fine.
Alright, and we will get an instant replay of that because LittleHerdez is about to fight past Pete as well.
Ooh, Proud Fang. So there's another immediate shotgun we're probably going to see. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
Slim's probably going to take an immediate right, go into Pride Lands, and then into Agrabah afterwards. To just go around in a circle, most likely.
yeah.
Herdez will
Def-
likely follow the same suit.
I think so too.
No objectives in Pride
Oh.
Lands. Well, actually, I lied. Pride Lands 2, Data Syax is an objective. Probably not something you're gonna gun for right now, but you still want to get this shotgun.
Yeah. Very clean peak fight by Herdez opting to do finishers.
I guess I'm making good use of this magnet.
Trapping him in. Oh yeah, especially since one of them, yeah, you know one of them's good.
Oh!
Yeah, I was worried that might happen. We
Even
got
with a little safety magnet, it doesn't have a big reach-based magnet, so that can still very easily happen, even with one out. Ooh, it's the immediate RC, which is still possible. It's just not guaranteed.
Yep, I know, she's got to pray to RNGesus for it. Alright, Turd is opting to go the other way instead and go into Agrabah. I said Agrabah so much, it's just my default now. I don't even think I can say Agrabah the right way anymore.
Yeah, Herdez likely checking this first, because this is a lower sphere, technically, since you started with this visit lock, so there could be possibly some juicier stuff in here.
Oh, for sure. I think the only reason you'd go to Pride Lands first before Agrabah is just in the hopes that you get maybe a Glide 2 or something.
Yeah, your movement in Pride Lands is always going to be the same. Just whatever it's called, the kitty dash. I don't remember what this is called. The quick run for the cat.
The full-on sprint.
Yeah.
I think that's the way Nomura intended it.
In the old days of Rando, we did not start with that. You had to wait until you got to this little Wildebeest Valley to get there, to get that little run.
Man, that's the Rando equivalent of walking to school uphill both ways, huh?
Basically, yeah. Ice Cream in Pride Lands. Access the TT1, which is an objective. The Good Fairies, or at least one of them. The goodest of them.
Some would say the bestiest of them.
Sort of the ancestor. LOD1. What is this? I think it's just mountain climb. Yeah, climb the mountain trail.
Yeah, so from the shotgun, I mean, I'm trying to think how many are already open. So you got
we have 5 currently. I got a tracker open with these.
5? Okay, yeah, so we got that is. Yeah, that's real nice. Got almost half of them open already, and they're not even done with their shotguns. Alright. And very clean Abu push.
Yep. So Herdez got an identity disc, so that's 6. That screens is one objective. They marked it for us. How nice of them.
Really makes my job easier.
Yeah, very much appreciated.
Even when Herdez is racing, he's always looking out for me. Herdez dipping into a world that never was, so let's see if he decides to do rocks. Nope. Okay. So we're gonna wait till a little bit more. I do like that they diverged. They kind of diverged their shotguns early on.
Yeah. Like if you got into Pride Lands, he'd be in LOD instead, but so we're getting OC. Get 7 checks out of the shotgun.
Yeah, so yeah. I'm them. I'm hoping if I can get a bone fist. Man, this dude is. He could be anyone for the taking.
Yeah, Bonefist will get 2 more objectives: Prison Keeper and Oogie Boogie. I did just notice MegaSlim, there was a horizontal slash in Agrabah as well, so we already got some really nice tools going.
Oh yeah. Made really good with Hori slash strategy, so expect to see those come out soon. Alright. Hard is at Port Royal, so let's see what 3 checks he gets here.
Whole lot of nothing, unless Fatal Crest has like an XP boost or Berserk Charge possibly. Oh, we're gonna see? No. Already a lot of good accessories to start with. It was a negative combo, and they already have Combo Master.
Oh yeah. Combo Master is just one of those abilities that's so good that you might sacrifice, a couple strengths or magics just to equip it.
I'm one of those weirdos that does not like Combo Master because it ruins one fight for me. Sometimes if I try to combo Roxas, I'll just go into an aerial dive when I don't want to, and it drives me insane every time.
Roxas does like to take his sweet time landing.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I had to learn. I had to learn that you really had to wait for some people to land before you can hit them again.
STT access on Herdez's side in SP1. So Agrabah into SP into STT.
That is... Okay, we got...
One data world leads into another.
7, 8... That's what, 8 checks available now?
Let's see here. Yeah, we would have 8 out of our total 12 with the combined info we have.
Okay, 66% of the way to a go mode, and it's been 10 minutes. Or 11.
Yeah.
Look at... Now, getting to Spooky Cave requires 4 torn pages, so... Be interested if, given how many road unlocks are already open, if Spooky Cave becomes viable.
Probably just gonna push it anyway. This will give them a progression point, and they'll give Herdez their first set of hints. The second Star of the Ancestor, that's objective-wise, that's not gonna do anything, but it's still probably good to find. But Slim has their first set of hints. Dry forms are dead. So no drive roulette today. LOD has things in it, just no visit locks, forms, or torn pages. And then Pooh, we know has the Sword of the Ancestor on Herdez's side, but there's also an ice cream there. Second ice cream won't do anything objective-wise, but once again, that could just be some at the Berserker fight.
Yeah. I mean, a Berserker fight, especially if you have finals, really good if you're really low on experience and you just need something to get you through.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think Herdez is going to go for that mountain climb objective.
I think this is a good push. We have a magnet. Our stats with what we have, it's pretty good for LOD.
And he's got a finisher too on there.
Yeah, so, finishing leap. That's a lot there.
I like it. I'm a big fan of pushing objectives early when you can.
Yeah, it makes me feel more productive, and it gives me an excuse to push something I normally wouldn't. Especially if it pays off, too.
Oh, yeah.
And if it doesn't pay off, well, it was still productive, at least.
I love it when I have just some far-out, harebrained idea, and I get rewarded for it.
Same, not because it feels good, because I know it will infuriate my opponent, and for some reason that makes me happy.
I think that's one of the things that just makes people irrationally angry when someone gets rewarded for bad play.
uh,
Ooh, unfortunate there. Yeah, I mean, reminders. On crit mode, only 6 defense, so anything can kill you anytime still, even in LOD. Okay, nice use of that Hori Slash by Herdez. Okay, and Slim, I think Slim's going for a Bailey fight here. He's got a Magnet, he's got a Thunder, and he's got a Blizzard here. So could definitely use speedrun strats if you wanted, and more. I think that finishing, you'll probably see some of that finishing leap too. Yeah, so they got some pretty good early tools here. I've seen a lot of runs where just 40 minutes, an hour into it, you don't have any ranged magic. You just gotta do what you can just close up magic. I feel like there's a word for that, and I don't know what it is.
Short range magic?
Short range?
Yeah, I don't know if there is a word for it, but yeah, I'll take Thunder any day. Absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
gladly. And if Blizzard's Blizzaga, sure, I'll take that too.
Ooh. That just dodged it right there. Still very clean Bailey fight by Slim there. So we got our first objective off the board.
Herdez will have their first objective done shortly as well with this.
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Objective!
Once more in Twilight Town.
Oh, very good pickup early on. Okay. Herdez pushing LOD a little bit further. Just, I guess, 2 more chests right after this, so probably wants to see what they are. Alright, pretty quick, pretty quick cave fight there. Not bad at all.
We got a summon. Stitch is in Twilight Town.
Ooh, my favorite.
Yeah, of the summons, I think they're my favorite. I used to have no value for summons back in the old days, back in high school.
Oh yeah, like
what are these good for? Yeah.
Yeah. Why would I waste my drives on this trash?
Yeah. Now it's kind of crazy how versatile they are. It's like mind-boggling to me.
Oh yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've pushed Port Royal with a Chicken Little in a dream. Alright, and Slim pushing the Twilight Town tower. Mysterious tower climb? There we go.
Yeah.
There are 2 tower climbs in this game. I hate that you have to get Donald's permission to leave.
That's fixable though. You can get Vivi's permission to leave instead.
That's true.
There's a reflect.
Okay, so we got defensive magic in addition to short range and range magic, so Slim completing the whole collection. All he needs is a fire.
Very comforting to find. As you probably saw last seed that was restreamed, sometimes you just don't get a reflect. and you have to do some alternative strategies just to survive.
I like to pull out my favorite strats that I've deemed coward strats.
Oh yeah, coward strats are like, I think, the basis of how I play.
Nothing some good old running until your magic recharges. Some hovering in the air during Hades' escape.
My coward strats are a little different. If I just don't want to do something, I just won't do it. I'll just go do something else that's not optimal.
Oh wow, you don't. My coward strats are to scream and cry until I can finally get past something I should have stopped doing half an hour ago.
Okay, anything at the top of the tower? We got a junk chest. Nice. We're gonna have one completion mark eating up a check up here, so 2 checks left. Oh.
Trying to look at the cutscene, see if I can see it. Oh, another junk.
Okay. So Twilight Town is basically done, objective-wise. Still in our first set of hints for both racers. Slim checking into LOD.
Yeah. Let's see it.
There was nothing in LOD for Herdez, important check-wise.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see if Slim also opts for a cave fight for those 2 chests. Kind of the thing about LOD though, you don't really expect anything until you get inside the throne room.
I find that usually there's just a magnet after climbing the the mountain. Almost always. And then the other one's an SCT, and the other one's wherever it wants to be.
Like there's 2 things I know for certain about LOD is there will always be a proof here for some reason, and everything is after you get into the palace.
A lot of item slots on Herdez side.
Yeah. So yeah, Herdez ever finds a money pouch, she's in business. Alright, Herdez doing the Bailey fight now. Let's see what strategy Herdez opts for. Okay, it's like the magnet finishing leap strategies, love it. Alright, okay. Oh, you know what? Herdez actually has Thundara rather than just Thunder. Yeah, I made real quick work of some of those.
There's the second set of hints. Hollow Bastion's been revealed. We have... It looks like just final form is left, and then possibly some other important checks.
Well, oh man, I hate seeing...
The other one was Disney Castle, which still has an important check, but none of them are progression. As far as like unlocking further visits or anything, any checks.
Yeah, so in order to get more checks in Disney Castle, they'll have to do all the windows, I guess, instead of just the one. So
yeah, windows will be a completion mark, and I don't see them pushing beyond the fight Boat Pete. That's a bit of a time sink, just to see if they get like a summon or a reflect.
Why do we not call him Bodie McPete?
It would help differentiate the boat fights.
Bodie McPete face, I love it. I'm gonna submit that to the trademark office actually.
Let me know how that goes.
Alright, no one steal my ID, I've gotta submit it real quick.
Nobody clipped this. No one heard a thing.
What? I suddenly love copyright law? Alright, so both of them kind of doing each other's leftover, or not leftover, but kind of doing the other shotgun that the other one didn't do.
MegaSlim pushing into Hades' escape. It's an earlier visit. Your stats are good for this. Little bit above the floor.
Does have a reflect, so probably make good use of that. And you have a magic.
Yeah, Thundara, Bizarra.
Yeah.
Reflect, Magnet, Finishing Leap. You got a lot of stuff to work with here. But I guess Orin's here too.
Oh yeah, forgot about Orin. I just noticed the guy that's swinging the sword around. The guy that prevents me from going in final during this.
What's the mod where Orin becomes FF10 Orin? He's like cool and not the way he is in this game.
Oh, I feel like I might even have that on. I don't even remember. I think it's on Nexus mods.
Oh.
I can't remember. I do remember seeing it. Wait, maybe not. I can almost picture it, but I can't picture if it was in the Discord or not.
I've never seen it, so yeah, it's likely if that exists, that's on Nexus probably.
I feel like I've seen an Orin mod on there. It is? Okay. So I'm not tripping then. But I'm familiar with most mods.
I guess I'm taking on Cerberus. Gonna start with the Reflect. Good timing. A little trickier to get that initial thing with just a base Reflect, but practice makes perfect on that.
Well, I'm showing us why he is Mega.
Yup. I just played a Rando the other day, and it rolled Keyblade locking chests. So every time I see them get like Photon Debugger or Sweet Memories, I get hyped for a second, and then remember, oh, never mind, that doesn't really mean much this seed.
I remember I did that once, but I forgot to take my modded Keyblades off, and I had no idea what was what.
I did that, but my game was also in French. So it was like just twice as worse.
Every Keyblade I got, I had to go in the menu and check. No, not even the menu. I had to go through each portal and check. That's what it was.
Herdez going back to Disney Castle? Or in that direction, could be... We don't have Trinity Limit, we don't have limits. An SCT push, like, it's possible, but not as likely.
Yep.
Alright,
okay,
DC.
Gonna do Windows, yeah. Alright, just crossing off stuff off the list. Probably goes, with the Olympus Coliseum after this. Oh, so Herdez is a left to right window guy.
I think that's the general... I don't think I've ever seen someone go right to left.
Okay. Oh. Well,
I might be crazy. I don't watch enough people. I'm not gonna.
I'm the only one. Maybe I am the. It is very possible I'm the only one that does that.
MegaSlim finds a Beast Claw, Valor Form, Chicken, and Trinity Limit past urns. Pretty good. So that does make SCT a little more enticing. Putting that on immediately to have a little bit of a faster way to kill some of these water clones. Herdez making really good use of their Master Form and the hammer frames and how they just naturally drop your drive orbs to get an extra combo boost.
You know what? Now that Slim has Trinity Limit, no, you can absolutely push STT if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you couldn't before, but
Ooh.
There's a lot of even more incentive now. I'm always money pouch, my favorite. That's my favorite important check.
It's my favorite if it's in Italian because it's called a borsellino, and I love saying it for some reason. So that's why I just say it every time I see it.
Wow, they have really creative names for their foods. I lived in Italy for a few years.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I was young. It was
okay.
it was like from 92 through 94, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. I'm really old.
MegaSlim gets their OC objective done. No further objectives in here. You could do Hydra if you wanted. You do have the Thunders, but likely not needed to be pushed. And MegaSlim does have their third set of hints, I noticed as well. Bridelands has another ice cream and a torn page, so we know how to access TT3 now. And then Beast Castle, which is why he's in here. Beast Claw in limit form and a torn page.
Oh yeah, that limit form is very enticing.
Yeah.
Especially since in order to get final, you'd have to push HB2, which you don't have an unlock for yet, or hope that you find Light and Darkness.
MegaSlim, as I thought, they're just going to shotgun this and see if they get it in these first couple checks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Worth the shot.
Oh,
okay.
There's the torn page.
All
so
right.
We definitely want that for spooky cave access.
I know. You got one. Yeah, you got another one hinted here, so they can either get two or. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah. Yes. Okay, they get limit form, so rewarded for it.
And you don't need the second Beast Claw, no objectives in here. Yep, immediately into STT. I'm just gonna say it now, there's two Bone Fists in here, both of them. The only way you're gonna get to HT is through here.
What a horrible day for STT haters. Actually, you know what? I'm holding out hope. It's only because I don't want to ever admit I'm wrong about STT. I've sunk way too much into being a hater.
Same. Honestly, I've grown to hate Drive Roulette more over the years.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I've ever gotten lucky. I've only gotten lucky on Drive Roulette once, and that was the time I, for some reason, went into the first time on accident. I was supposed to go into Anti, but got Final Form instead.
Wow.
I think that was the luckiest I've ever been in Rando. Made a song about it and everything. It was great. Oh. And Sora, for some reason, locking on to everything but what's closest to you. Man. One day, I feel like the last thing we'll be able to reverse engineer is how this lock-on system is supposed to work.
Someone posted something in a server recently where they said the KH1 locking on, depending on how far away from an enemy you are, the way the lock-on looks is different.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'd never known that until now.
So it's like it indicates whether a slide dash will go off or something along those lines, which is like really cool. I'm not sure if this game has it, but that'd be awesome if it did.
Okay, I need Herdez or Slim to take time out from this race to test it for us.
Well, they do have slide dash. We gotta pay attention.
Okay. I also saw that the snakes in Deep Jungle also have fully modeled faces. Yeah. And also, something crazy I found out, and I don't know why, but in KH1, in Monstro, the bow/mouth/ esophagus, I think, area has a skybox. Like skies and clouds. Don't know why. And it's only that area. I don't know why.
Nothing much in STT so far.
It's typical STT. You just... If you don't get something on Twilight Thorn, you just aren't getting anything until you're in the mansion.
Let's start off in limit form, Ragnarok.
I have no way to prove this, but I think it's because Zach wants me to suffer. Oh, LittleHerdez getting his own Trinity limit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Looking past Twilight Thorn. Very quick there.
I likely see Trinity twice on both fights.
Yeah. And I did see that LittleHerdez does have an EXP boost, so interested to see if... I mean, I think he definitely does make first, but interested in seeing if he does level grind before goes into STT or not.
MegaSlim using Ragnarok.
Yeah, I always felt... What do you think is faster, Trinity Limit or Ragnarok?
So that was pretty fast. If you are not too over leveled and the enemies can survive a little longer, Ragnarok's pretty good. Just because of how you can juggle them with a lot of hits at once. Sometimes it doesn't pay off. It can eat a little bit more time than Trinity can. It's kind of variable depending on what your strength or magic is. I just use Trinity so I don't have to think.
I do Trinity too. I've always got... Usually I can get Trinity and I can get them with 56 or 57 seconds left, and then I think with Ragnarok, it's usually like 55. But I'm also the world's worst minuer.
Herc almost ruining that fight and making him go into a ball again.
Herc the jerk. Both of them with 5 objectives.
STT is a... Yeah, until we get a hint for this, we're probably not going to see it for a while. Speaking of hints, what do we got? We got some new stuff, maybe? Twilight Town has another skill in Crossbones.
And that's all we... Yeah, it may have some other important checks, but...
Unless we already had that hint and I just... No, that's a 0 out of 5. My brain's not processing. Oh, it's OC has the other OC sword. And there's a Bone Fist there. That's the other hint. So here's their Bone Fist, which is why MegaSlim's coming back in. We know this sword, the Battlefields of War, is going to be on Hydra at least. It has to be. Logically, like, cups are non, so logically this cannot be anywhere else.
Yeah, it would have to be.
LittleHerdez stopping into Beast Castle. They're gonna get their goodies in Bale probably. Yep, going this way. I go into limit form and hit him with a Ragnarok and probably revert to kill the head. Yup. You don't need to revert, but
yeah.
If we're lucky, the Bone Fist will just be the next pop-up.
We can only hope. Alright, Herd is also electing to shotgun Beast Castle, so he'll be excited to know he will be getting rewarded for this.
Let's see, what do we have left we have access to? We have screens for an objective, and LittleHerdez is an objective between both racers. Once MegaSlim gets this Bone Fist, that'll be a different story, but we'll likely see Halloween Town after this for MegaSlim, and then into screens to maybe get some leveling while getting the objective done, and then just rush the world that never was. Yeah. Still no hints on what's in there, though, or an SP.
I'm looking to see which ones they probably sack here. It looks, I mean, the way it's looking, it looks pretty good that they'll probably be able to sack both datas. You know,
yeah,
crazy how much. It's crazy how much faster OC2 is than OC1.
Most second visits are pretty much faster than your first visits. Very small, little short visit. I really like the way KH2 does these. They just kind of spread out these little stories across all the volts twice. You don't get too fed up with the world immediately in this game.
I always felt like KH2 had a really good sense of escalation.
Yeah. Okay, no Bone Fist within the ambush.
Yeah, look, yeah, he's gonna level up before he takes on Hades.
Hades can be a bit of a menace. And by a bit, I mean like an incredible menace.
Oh, it can be. You can be real bad, especially if you're. Wait a minute. Especially if you're Walpy, it can be the worst.
Okay, MegaSlim's not going to put on the XP boost Keyblade. Stats are a little lower, but it'll pay off in the end. We have once more to get some damage. Take a little bit of damage before we start getting in the XP boost range. Stitch was found in Twilight Town, so we have some good tools to stay alive and stay healthy. Stitch is basically like just unlimited coffee if it cooperates. Oh, someone threw a potion.
Classic partners. Oh no. I think someone potioned right before he had Stitch. Oh, that's unfortunate. I wonder if he just...
Desummoning.
Yeah, I mean, you got enough drive, you can desummon them and...
Yep, bring them back. It'll just be a little spookier because now can't really take as much damage. You'll get like an HP regen from Stitch, but you still have once more. You need to take combo damage, which is something you can't really afford. Oh, the other identity is level 25. That's access to the Solar Sailor objective.
Okay. So... that is... almost all, yeah. So, once they get a second Bone Fist, then yeah, I think that's... it's almost at go mode. Well, find it first, of course.
Yeah, it's also possible they could just run across 2 torn pages. Maybe there's another one on levels. There might be one in the world that never was on their way to LittleHerdez.
I always get anxiety if I'm racing and have to do 100 Acre Woods, because I know it's not that long, but when you're doing mini games, it feels like it just takes forever.
Yeah, I will appreciate it during a race if I need just a second to cool off and maybe think about my routing a bit. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Because I get really worked up when I'm racing, to like an unhealthy degree.
Oh yeah, I cannot. I am really bad at routing, so sometimes I just go in there just so I can look and see what I have and where I need to go.
Visit lock, another scimitar. Not what we really want to see, but we'll take it.
We're happy to take whatever that gives us.
MegaSlim
Oh,
does have their next set of hints. SP's done, and levels are done.
yeah. And what second way to the dawn? Well, not that you need it because you already got the way to the dawn to look there, but level, yeah. No more levels.
I'm trying to think of a reason to push further to the Wilderness was. You don't need to level any further for checks, and uniforms are dead, so you don't need to level final.
It's just the only thing I did.
Unless,
There's some kind of unlock in there that you would need.
yeah, Bone Fist or a Torn Page. For sure. Herdez pushing further into STT to just check what's in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Did the same thing in what was that, Land of Dragons.
Let's see if something pays off. Because there could be like another Bone Fist that's like very late hinted one here. And that could really pay off.
I think Kurt is just a real big fan in general pushing the Twilight Town stuff.
Got near combo boost, but nothing really paid off here. Do you think they pushed a mansion still?
I
No, they're
you have,
leaving.
you have to go to the mansion twice.
Yeah.
So, see. No, he
It's
doesn't.
a randomizer. Sometimes you just take a gamble and it doesn't pay off as much as you want it to. Still a good play, I think.
You know, every play is a good play if you get some content out of it. If you
I
get
think
if you get an IC out, important check out of it, it's always a good play.
If you're at the gold bracket stage, you're probably playing like you are a monster at this game, and you're playing another monster. So you want as many advantages as you can get. You probably want to make some weird plays to see if something like that does pay off. That's usually how I play. If I make it far enough, is I'm just gonna do something weird and hope it works.
I like to push all the way to the data early, and then hope I can get through it. Didn't work this year, but I feel like next year it'll work.
Ooh, oh, this Devastator being very, very spooky.
I am scared. Those Devastators scare. Oh no! Those Devastators scare me.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, Slim. Just his improvisational skills getting through that.
Hydra's done for Herdez. Nothing on Master 4. Hopping back in to just probably check ambush.
Mm-hmm. Where is that? Would explain it.
These stats, this is going to be a very scary Solar Sailor. Might likely see some Tron iframes if you run out of limit for them.
Interesting to see if they do summons, if they go like Stitch or Chicken Little.
Ooh.
Their magic's at 39. It's not too bad. You could, especially if okay. So I'll
Yeah,
use
you're a bit
that.
above the floor.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
snipe.
one shot. Yeah, I hate those so much. I think those are the scariest enemies for me. Well, next to Crimson Jazz, in Agrabah 2 on low levels. I think that one might scare me slightly more. But yeah, these things are awful. I don't know. Vulcan, do you have a least favorite Heartless? Slash nobody?
Um, core shamans probably. Necromancers, I think they're called.
Oh yeah, you're brave enough to do core fights.
Those are definitely my priority to kill in that first core fight. Every
Oh
time.
yeah. I never can remember which one is magic only, which one are physical attacks only, so I end up just reflecting and praying. Oh, Berserk Hori strats on Devastators. Okay.
Unfortunately, we do not have Berserk Charge, it looks like. Oh, okay, nice.
I don't hurt.
There is a Berserk Charge on Herdez's side, but Slim doesn't have that active right now.
Okay.
MCP, he wouldn't have anything, so it doesn't matter. But the objective is done for Solar Sailor. Slim heading back to fight Hades. Meanwhile, Herdez at Hades talking to the wrong guy, almost started a cup.
Took me a while to remember which one to talk to, but now I know you always. I think it's always the red guy.
Yeah, blue guy's always cups,
Pain.
red guy's always Hades cup.
Yeah, Pain. Yeah, that's who you talk to.
Herdez making use of Berserk Hori for Hades. Doing pretty good with it.
Yeah, I think. Very good. I can't remember how many beats per minute it is, but if you ever
91 beats per minute. It's like a cha-cha if you do ballroom dance.
I like to do Rough Riders Anthem. That's also 91 beats per minute.
Nice. Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Herdez gets that bone fist off of Hades. Makes sense the Lord of the Dead has some skeleton hand on him.
Huh. And today I learned Cha-Cha dance is also 91 beats per minute.
I think a lot of Latin. I don't remember if sambas are 90. I haven't ballroom DJ'd in years, so I don't remember all of them. Okay. Got anything good in the start of Halloween Town? We know Wisdom Swarm is here based off of our hints. What else did we get on our last set of hints? We got a... Oh, we got the world that never was hinted. It says there's another Proud Fang, and there is a torn page there. So that leaves only one torn page unhinted so far.
Okay, so if they really wanted to, they could push Spooky Cave.
Yeah, that Proud Fang would guarantee they could get a torn page out of Pride Lands. And if it's deep in, they could also just do Data Syax with access to Pride Lands too, from the world that never was.
Yeah. Okay, so both of them pushing Halloween Town. that
So we
time of the
got
siege.
Yeah, we got 2 objectives here. Normally we'd have 4 checks between Prison Keeper and Oogie. 2 of these checks are going to be eaten by your completion marks. So only 2 chances for Wisdom Form to be here. Not really something we need. So no biggie if we don't get it. Honestly, I'd rather see something like a Magic or another Borsalino.
Yeah, I'm trying to say the same thing I'd really want, but yeah. Maybe another Reflect. You can never have too many Reflects. In fact, why do we stop at 3 Reflects? Why can't we get 8, 9 of them? The ultimate Reflect.
Something else we might want, if we do end up thinking about doing Data Syax, we might want to find Peter Pan.
At this point, I would just pray I don't have to do Data Sykes. It's been 20, I think this year, is it 20 years this year? Yeah. 20 years this year, I still have no idea how the devs intended for us to dodge Data Sykes' DM.
Was FM 20 years ago? Or was that just normal 2E?
That's just normal 2.
Oh, okay.
Normal 2, still had a DM in normal 2, and I still don't understand how we were meant to dodge it. Uh-oh, they got Flare Force on the table now, okay. You know, I never attack those presents. I always just run forward and hope that Jack takes care of them.
Throw up a Magnet Explosion if I'm waiting on stuff to pop out. We have another set of hints. Agrabah has a membership card. PR has that 5th unhinted torn page. So where's this last Bone Fist? My eyes are missing it somewhere.
It is... Where is it at? You're right.
Oh, it might be in Port Royal, and I just can't see it on MegaSlim's tracker. It looks like there's something covering like the little.
It is. I see.
Okay.
Man, I would be a goner in the wild. I did not see that. All right, we got a Roxas fight.
So if we get a torn page here, and we do Luxord, they might head for Port Royal to either get the 4th torn page, or get the Bone Fist for the experiment.
Alright, and Slim just fighting Roxas straight up. Love to see it.
He's got all the tools he could kind of want. Limit form, training limit. A little bit of
Yeah.
a safety net with once more magic stat above the floor for Ragnarok to just obliterate him. Meanwhile, Herd is going to start their XP grind. Starting with Stitch Out immediately, that way party members can't troll him by throwing potions.
Oh, he's right at that 50% mark too. Oh, that would give me so much anxiety, seeing my health like right at 50%. Oh, yep. Wonder if he notices.
And he's
Evaded.
summoning. Ooh. Okay. Okay, Stitch, let's go. With the immediate stunning of all enemies.
Okay.
Herdez does have the advantage of having a second Magna for this. But Stitch needs to cooperate for that to matter.
Well, fortunately, Herdez did just go shopping, so he has quite a few ethers to spare if he really needed to, if Stitch doesn't cooperate. Yeah, he's not even leaving it in Stitch's hands.
MegaSlim starting Zigbar. 35 strength, so only a little bit above the floor. Going to final. Well, they don't have final, so don't worry about that. But they do have Berserk Hori, along with Duck Flare.
Look at Herdez, 42 for okay, very good stats for Herdez. He's at
10 seconds left.
that was a
Nice.
very good level grind.
Yeah, very efficient.
Yeah, he's above the ceiling for final fights now.
They also now have access to their SP2 objective. MegaSlim making good use of the Master Reflex strats to keep the combos going without hitting with the finisher.
Like, this is an insane strat. Oh my goodness.
Where was Berserk Charge? That Herdez would have it, but Slim wouldn't at this point.
I don't even remember where he got it. It was so he got it pretty early too.
I feel like, yeah, it was early on. I saw Herdez get it. I thought it was in Agrabah.
It might be. It might have been. I wonder if it was in Land of Dragons, because Herdez did push that cave fight.
Oh, it was after cave fight. Interesting.
It may have been. I don't. Yeah, but
I
that's
thought
the
they had
only
it
thing.
earlier, but that could have been something from like a seed a year ago or something that I'm misremembering.
Yeah, I don't. There was one on the key, but I know Herdez actually has it like straight up. So yeah, that's the only place I can think of that Herdez would have went that Slim didn't.
If it was on a Keyblade, it's on monochrome then.
And it might be on the Keyblade too. Who knows? Alright, so how can I not remember that thing's name? Good fight by Herdez. And we'll see how Slim does against LittleHerdez here.
Yep. Zigbar did have a Proud Fang, so that is access to Data Syax. Also another Reflect that was directly after Zigbar as well. On one of the Oblivion checks. Or no, it was on one of the 3 chests. I may have gotten mega distracted by this Berserk Charge discussion.
I mean, it was a very important discussion to have.
Yeah. So hopefully we get the torn page from this. And then we can push PR and hopefully maybe get 1 check left.
One thing I learned about LittleHerdez, when he jumps over you, his cards has the faces of his friends from Castle Oblivion on there. He misses them.
Probably gonna go to Port Royal since that has the Bone Fist info. Yeah. Because that would just be experiment. HG2 is very quick.
Yeah.
Herdez, meanwhile, in SP2, all these fights are scary in here. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice parry.
I like that Master has endless magic, so you can just keep reflecting a shot until you get to him.
Yeah, Master's it's kind of like a Lion Sora, where you can just endlessly hit him with the same magic without any combo finishers. Very nice. I guess there are some things have finishers. Light and Darkness from MegaSlim and PR. It's just been sitting there. We really
Just
had no
chilling
reason to come in here.
whole time. And it was great that you got that after you pushed his world that never was.
Herdez done with their Solar Sailor. Likely gonna move on to the world that never was. Second fight from MegaSlim and Port Royal.
Alright, let's see what strategy Herdez decides to take with Roxas here.
Herdez going in with a good advantage for stats over MegaSlim for Roxas.
Okay, let's see if we can get limit up to 5, I guess.
MegaSlim taking just the glide strat to stay out of the fight. Really not much. You don't need to stop to think about leveling forms. You don't think you need to stop to level summons. Probably not going to use them on the experiment.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's nice to just take a break.
Yeah. Have a coffee. Stop and ban the spam bot that showed up in your chat.
I'd like that so many people have so many friends that'll mod and delete those for me. I wish I had some of those. Alright. We're making really quick work of these pirates. So cooperating with them today.
If we're lucky, this Bone Fist will not be on PR2. That would require us to go to Twilight Town even further, which would require us to get ice creams. If we get the torn page, likely Slim will just head back to the World of Never Was to grab the other one, since it's halfway completed. Either that or push... No, I guess I could just push PR for Data Syax instead. Oh, there are the torn pages, so yeah. If we don't get this Bone Fist, they'll likely go to PR, since that's a... you could go either way, I guess.
I just want to... Like, which one do you do? Is it... You know, push one and hope that it's earlier than the other?
Yeah. I would personally push the World That Never Was over PR.
I probably would. Let me think. Yeah, because there's a few more checks that could be on it. Well, I think I'd fight Sykes.
MegaSlim not checking Barbosa, turning around. Likely gonna gun for that torn page, yeah. Because the option is, have they done Honey Slider? It's a chest icon in 100 Acres, so they haven't even done the Piglet minigame, it looks like. There it is. Using a cure to start Berserk. Oh. Going to final. Good use of once more.
able to get a good amount of damage in here with this. Yeah, even more than halfway, and then immediately into a duck flare.
Great Psyx from MegaSlim. I looked away for a second and he was just dead.
Yeah, Slim's good like that. Oh, very clean Zigbar fight there.
LittleHerdez knocked that one out of the park. Let's see here. How far is this torn page? There it is. First chest in this area.
Okay. Well, pays off. Was not on Zim this one.
Smooth sailing until final fights for MegaSlim. Gonna stop to play some mini games. Likely, unless I see some magics or some ability chests, not gonna be opening anything. LittleHerdez has their data Psyx objective marked. Regardless of whether... Ooh. They might not push PR, they might just gun it for data Psyx.
Yeah. Huh.
I know we had a negative combo on a Keyblade. I don't remember if we saw one out in the wild just on abilities, though.
I'm trying to remember if I saw one. LittleHerdez has so many abilities right now.
LittleHerdez making very good use of Limit Form to just obliterate Luxord's health.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm stopping probably just berserk him. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh wow.
We did have once more, so that wouldn't have killed, but still really spooky.
Yep. And nice DM skip there. Oh no, I didn't see a negative combo, did you?
LittleHerdez pushing the World That Never Was further. So they are also likely going to be gunning for torn pages then.
I don't blame him. And Psyx is a pain.
MegaSlim done with their longer of the mini-games. Kanga's house will be quick. Spooky Cave likely not going to stop the open chests unless you see a magic along the way.
He's in go mode right now, so doubt he stops for anything.
Ooh, no!
Oh, no! Oh, time to bring out Stitch.
Wow, that sniper
Yeah, still
is I kind of hate his guts right now. If I was in this seat, I'd be furious, for sure.
Just let me grab my treasure. Let me grab my chest, please.
All right, no Bs from MegaSlim. Nice. This will be their last objective. They now have access to final fights. Herdez is going to push Port Royal. They're not going to get this to one page until Barrels. Unfortunately, we'll not be getting a Bone Fist as an alternative. MegaSlim heading into T. Oh, they haven't done Windows yet. I forgot about that.
Not yet.
Windows takes up so much of that little thing that I didn't even notice the rest of the color of it was not green. But yeah, not a bad idea to save this for last. You know you're not going to be pushing anything further beyond this fight, and it's not going to reward you with anything because it's just going to be a completion bonus.
Yeah.
So holding off until you have some more
Well, yeah, Steve's
crowd control is pretty... Yeah.
Right. I think that's the thing that really slows it down. It's just your crowd control.
Yeah. This last window is just going to throw down some magnets, and you can turn around and be free. And, well, do final fights and then be free.
Didn't get to that. There we go. All right, and that. Slim's gonna make a beeline for that portal to final fights. All right, let's see where he enters in. I think, yeah, he's already ahead by about 30 seconds of loadless. I think 34 seconds loadless. So yeah, not gonna opt to try to get his strength up either. Understandable. Oh wow. Never seen that before, what Slim did there. Making real quick work of... Actually, what are those things called, actually? The things that spawn here and...
The exploding clocks?
Yeah, do those have... I'm sure they have a name.
Probably. You see them in gummy missions. But they're not in the journal, so... It's like one of those things where, like, KH1 had some summons... I forget what they're called. They're called something bits. But they're like little black bats that Ansem 4 kind of just summons.
Well, I guess they're not called baddie boys then.
No, I don't think so. The only reason I know that is because on the KH1 bingo card, there was like, I think something for kill like 100 of them, which is like
what?
Ridiculous.
How? Two? What? Barrels just not playing nice. Alright, and that is 4 torn pages for Herdez there. So he still has to go through all of 100 Acre Woods. Starting with Piglet's house. Great use of Reflect there by Slim. Alright, he's on Armored Zimnus 1. Alright, going for some Duck Flare strats here. Almost was able to get the Reflect off in time. Alright, Armored Zimnus 2 can be a problem if, yeah. He gets really aggressive as this progresses. Can you imagine owning real estate in worlds that never was and just looking out your window and seeing this fight taking place?
That'd be a little spooky. I mean, yeah, I definitely would not want to live here if I don't want to know what the insurance is like. Dragon's Zemnis insurance throwing your apartment around.
Yeah, but also, it's rent control, so can't really beat the prices. Alright, and MegaSlim in Final Zimnus now.
Take a closer look. You're going to be starting with the Reflect strats.
Yep.
Just dance around all this nonsense Zemnis is throwing at us.
Is above the ceiling for magic, so... Oh.
We have enough drive for a limit form.
Yeah.
Going into it.
Look at that. Oh, he was just barely missed laser phase then.
But limit was still good to get our MP back at least. Okay, very good. Gonna go into session. Alright.
Oh,
it should be safe to get this kill.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, GG's to MegaSlim.
Yep. Oh yeah, he's already ahead on Loadless, so yeah, no way Herdez can catch up.
Herdez about to get their last objective here, and they will be able to start final fights.
Alright. Got all the kids with them.
But yeah, with this MegaSlim, we'll move on to the next in the winner's bracket. Herdez is not out. They are still in the gold bracket. Still have a chance to make it back. Let's see here. Do we know who they're taking on yet down there?
Herdez, let's see. Herdez.
We know MegaSlim's taking on Ninten. And then it looks like Zero's going to be taking on Herdez. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. We saw Ninten and Zero earlier today, so you know what they're capable of. But we will be switching off here, switching off commentary. We'll be back for the next race, Lord Raiden versus Lord Dark, part of the gold bracket. Stick around, another 15 minutes. You're in for another great match.